So we finally have the official release date now for Modern Warfare 2, the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. It is dropping on the 28th of October 2022 on absolutely everything as of right now, as far as I'm aware. With that being said, I decided to boot up Modern Warfare 2019 as I remember this being one of my favourites in the past couple years. So there's been a few rumours regarding Modern Warfare 2 that I'm going to go over. Please take some of these with a pinch of salt, as some of them aren't officially confirmed or anything. The first thing that jumped out to me that sounded interesting is that the game is going to have a new game mode called DMZ, and it says here that instead of Call of Duty's past complementary game modes like zombies, this will be Call of Duty's take on something more like Escape from Tarkov, a mix of battle royale and survival elements. I think this sounds really cool if it's executed correctly. It's something that's very different, especially for Call of Duty to do, which is refreshing to take a break from that normality. Usually they have a lot of zombie game modes and things like that, so I'm hoping that this will be a good one. The game is expected to have a reasonably low time to kill, which is similar to 2019. Some people may like or dislike this. For me, I quite enjoyed it as it adds a bit more of a faster pace, but I think comparing from Vanguard back to Modern Warfare, I felt it was a good spot, unlike Vanguard was. If you know what I'm on about, it seemed like Vanguard had a ridiculously fast TTK, and I went through a time of playing a lot of Vanguard, and then playing this game, it's so interesting to see the difference of the time to kill and how faster the games both play out. It's been said that Modern Warfare 2 will feature some map remasters from the original Modern Warfare 2. So we could expect to possibly see some maps like Dust and Terminal make a return, which would be really cool. Obviously in 2019 Modern Warfare we saw some remasters of some classic maps from COD 4, things like that. We got Backlot and some others. We got obviously Shipment, and I'm sorry I don't remember a couple of the others. But, you know, I feel like it would be pretty cool to bring back some of those classic maps that, like, a lot of us remember from our childhood, right? Like, we all played Modern Warfare 2 in our childhood growing up, at least I did. I remember running around on High Rise and Rust and things like that. Obviously, we have Rust in 2019 Modern Warfare, but it'd just be cool to see some of those maps, because I do remember really loving those maps in the original Modern Warfare and COD 4. So moving on, how is Warzone going to work? We don't really know too much yet, but apparently they're completely rebuilding it from the ground up using a brand new engine, which is going to power all of the future Call of Duty titles in the future. They're innovating and making changes so that every match plays different. They're also adding a sandbox mode, which we don't really know any details about right now. There are multiple rumours of loadout drop changes. So they're going to be locked to an enemy position, so therefore harder to obtain, which I feel like could be interesting as a way of separating the average players with the more skilled players. So instead of just being able to collect loads of money or do some like little contracts and stuff in the current Warzone and grabbing your loadout really quickly, or, you know, as of right now it doesn't take long for the loadouts to drop in general. I feel like this could be a way of really separating who the best players are. If you can still manage to get your loadout in a really densely populated area with lots of enemy players, then you're going to have a significant advantage, I think. And I think that could be pretty cool. So Infinity Ward is confident that they would be able to shake up the BR genre once again. As we all remember, there was a phase a couple years ago that, you know, battle royale games were just dropping left, right and centre. There was always a game, you know, and then eventually things like Apex came out, Fortnite, PUBG was obviously massive when that came out originally. That was sort of, I would say, the kickstart of it all. Obviously, if you're not aware, PlayerUnknown, the guy that made Battlegrounds, he originally was a mod creator for the Arma games, and he created the Battle Royale game mode in the first place, and then obviously he made his own game. There was a lot of games that came out after that in a sort of I don't know, I want to say around like 3 or 4 years worth of just that was the trend in gaming at that time. And then Modern Warfare or Call of Duty just released Warzone, which sort of changed up everything, and it did something different, because I got kind of bored of BR games at one point or another because they were all kind of the same. I enjoyed playing Apex quite a lot. Fortnite I never really got too far into, but I respect that Fortnite was, you know, different to other BRs, and I just think it's cool, and I hope that they can do it again and change it up and make it refreshing, because I think some people, like, they've moved on from Warzone, and it'll be nice to sort of reel some people in and have some good gameplay there, some solid experience and stuff like that. So I think what we've heard so far sounds pretty fun and exciting, although I am a little bit skeptical, as you probably know, recent Call of Duty controversies and issues of releases, especially Vanguard, make me a bit worried. I know Vanguard was technically released by a different studio, but I'm speaking as if they're all one cohesive company, which I'm sure everyone else sees that as the case as well. I truly hope the new release will be good, because Modern Warfare, like I said, was probably one of my most enjoyed Call of Duty game in recent years. I did really love Cold War 2 as well. Vanguard not so much, I got bored. But yeah, I really enjoyed the setting from the time to kill and things like that. It was really enjoyable in Modern Warfare, and I really liked the different game modes that they had too. Things like gunfight and stuff like that. The overall flow of the game I liked, although it was never perfect. I love a lot of the maps, but I also hated a lot as well. Like always, Call of Duty has this strategy of using a free lane kind of method to map creation, and this is fine. I think, you know, maybe they should rethink things for this new Modern Warfare 2 release. When I've been playing in recent weeks, for some reason I'm noticing a lot more campy players than I remember. And admittedly, it doesn't help that I don't remember a lot of the maps that much, but whether it's the layout of them or just the meta that the game has, I'm not too sure. You can't really get away from campy players. They've been in COD games forever, but maybe if they work on that in Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer maps, then it will keep people exploring rather than just sitting in corners all the time. But anyway, that's going to wrap things up. If you want to let me know your thoughts, feel free to leave me a comment. If you liked this video, then maybe leave a like or dislike if you didn't. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.